Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing.
Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 599 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I am, as always, so happy that you're here. In fact, I love that you're here so much because it, in my opinion, means that we kind of get each other. You know, we're always working to be the best that we can be, and it isn't going to happen externally, and we know that. It all happens internally because that's the only thing we control is us. I only control me, and you only control you. And that's why I do this every day. It's so, I remember that I shape how my day's going, regardless of what happens throughout the day. I'm the one shaping it. It's powerful stuff to realize. I mean, it's powerful because we all have these competing voices in our head. There's that quiet, subtle voice of our inner guidance system that's always guiding you towards your best self. And then there's this much less quiet voice that wants what it wants now, and it makes decisions from ego and opinion, then more so than a strong knowing that life is always working in our favor, which is where the inner guidance system comes from. And sometimes that loud voice is so overpowering that it makes it impossible to even hear our inner guidance system, but it's always there for all of us, always guiding you towards your best life. Sometimes though, you can't hear it. And if you really think about it, you know the difference. It's the voice saying, don't eat that, it makes us feel bad. Or don't do that, it's kind of dangerous. Or don't say that, it's not what they need to hear right now. Several episodes ago, I was telling you about a conversation I was having with my little sister Molly. We have lots of conversations several times a day, which I adore and love because she's not only my baby sister, she's really my best friend. And sometimes I'm kind of like mom, which I'm sure she doesn't like. But anyway, we were having a conversation a while back, and I talked about it on the podcast where my inner guidance system was saying, don't say that thing you're about to say. Do not say it. It's just going to make her mad and put her on the defense. So don't say it. But my other voice kept saying, I'm going to say it because I wouldn't be me if I didn't. Well, eventually the loud voice went out and I said it, and it went exactly as my inner guidance knew it would. It blew the conversation up completely, put her on defense, and it didn't end well, right? And I knew better. And I didn't listen. These opportunities like that come up all the time if you think about it. I mean, maybe you're having a conversation or maybe it's an argument with your significant other and you're about to say something you know in the back of your mind is very hurtful or judgy. Or maybe you don't know that at all, but something inside of you is saying, stop talking right now. Or maybe don't say it. Or maybe step away for a minute. So often our inner guidance system is way more clued into our surroundings than our conscious mind, which is why we get that nudge, to check, make sure the door is locked or to not get on the elevator with a stranger this time. Our inner guidance system knows what the best path forward is. And the more we're in tune to it, the more we not only hear it, but listen. And the more we do that, the more we actually listen, the better our life is, the better our relationships are. And it's a work in progress always. We aren't going to be perfect, but man, does it make it easier when we follow the guidance of that quiet voice, that inner guidance system that has more information than even we are conscious of. As you guys know, I am always working on this, and I would like to report a win. Molly and I were having another conversation more recently, and it was a similar conversation to the one we had prior where I had said the thing I shouldn't have said. And there was this new moment where I thought about saying something that, again, would have put her on defense. But this time, I not only heard my inner guidance saying, don't say it, I actually listened to it. The conversation continued and it lasted for maybe 30 minutes with me reminding myself to just listen, just inquire, don't preach, don't judge. And even though a couple of times I desperately wanted to say that thing because part of me thought she needed to hear it, deep down was that quiet inner guidance voice telling me it's not what she needs to hear right now. You will be happy to know that ultimately I listened. I listened to my inner guidance system that time and I didn't say the thing. Very interesting thing happened. Molly had her own breakthrough just from me being present and listening to her. I didn't need to say the thing I wanted to say because she came up with it on her own. I realized not saying it allowed her to work through things in her own mind, which, is way more powerful than someone nagging you about the thing you already know you need to work on. But I gave her space to talk it out without feeling the need to fix her or give her unsolicited advice, which allowed her to realize what she needed to do on her own. No nagging required. Funny how that works. And if I put myself in the reverse of the conversation, anytime I come up with the solution on my own, it is way more effective and lasting. Nagging may work for a temporary win, like you might nag them or guilt them into something, but it often leads to the person resenting you for it. You aren't the only one with an inner guidance system, right? The person you're talking to has one too. We can't forget that. You being the best you can be is the strongest influence you can have on anyone because it inspires others to be their best too. I have been accused of being judgy, and I have to admit, awareness has shown that to be true in some ways, which doesn't feel good to admit, but often that judgment of others stems from judging myself harshly first, which awareness has helped me also notice that as well. See, always a work in progress. My point in saying that is more than likely the person venting to you is looking to do just that, vent. Unless they specifically ask for advice, they probably aren't looking for it. I have many times heard smart people say to ask a person that is venting if they just want to vent or if they're looking for advice. There is no harm in asking that. Now, here's what I've learned. People don't need your answers half as much as they need space to find theirs. Your job isn't to be the hero with the mic drop. It's to be the quiet room where their own voice, their own inner guidance system can finally be heard. Your challenge this week, spot one moment where you are about to say something, but there's a little nudge to hold it in. And do just that. Actually hold it in. That voice wants out, but don't let it. Just hold the space and see what happens. Share this with 3 people who either are good at holding space or may need a little nudge to hold it more often. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days.
Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.